Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in and check out your boy, P Fong. Thinking right out here in the lab, in the book, where I do what I do for you. Oh, I got something nice for you today. Let's go. Rightism, 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. There's a message in the story for life. I give you life lessons. You tune in receiving them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. Right thinking mission, and that's what I'm on, is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Excuse me. Right thinking way of life through mental and spiritual discipline, practice daily, will help and guide you to obtain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission is that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to, know thyself. You see where we're going with this? Let's get it together. So I'll ask the question. Do you know you? You will when I'm through. That's what I do. It's rhetorical. But if you don't have the answer for yourself, tune in. I can help you with that. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not. Simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. I appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows but knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm your spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself and to Maat be true. Right thinkers, let's talk about the essentials of spiritual discipline. We're going to do from 10 to 19. It was 19 total. I did the first 9. Now I'm going to do the backside from 10 to 20. And right thinkers, let's talk about why one must always practice Maat. I tell you, I eat, sleep, and drink Maat. Let's go explain it to you when we get there. I got some good lesson here for you. Starting at number 11, we got a word called heka. Heka means to utter words of power. Bring things into existence through your voice. Words of power in any language, okay? But with full understanding of the meaning, repeatedly beginning with, first of all, 5 minutes per day of meditating time, chanting, and going inside yourself daily. And you gradually build up to maybe an hour. I don't do the hour thing. I don't have that much time personally, but I get all my daily meditation in. I at least give it 10 minutes. That's the least. I started at 5. Now I'm good. 10 minutes, I'm just getting good. So, but the whole point is for you to get comfortable doing it with yourself and put it in the routine and make it part of your life. That's the difference. Meditate today, don't meditate tomorrow. That don't help you. Trust me. That's part of talking to your higher self. And what's this? You get better at it so you can spend maybe an hour each day. Everybody don't have that hour. I understand that. I hear it all the time. Man, I ain't got time. Okay, realistic. I don't have time, but I make time to get it in. That's the difference. Now, when you utter prayer, you got time to pray. That's you talking. When you're meditating, you listening. Give him his time. He tell you what, still yourself. Know that I am God. That's meditation time, not prayer time. Excuse me, I'm getting a little, sorry, calm down. But when you utter your prayers in the morning, upon waking up, and me and my pastor, he's a devout Christian, love him. And we do the same thing when we both wake our eyes up, what? We give thanks. Now he'll do the whole Lord's Prayer. I don't go that far. No, I'm good with, thank you, Lord. I take it from here. I got it. But that's been my motto all my life. Okay, just give me opportunity. Turn me loose. Just give me a chance. I'll do what I got to do. So I've always had that mentality. Now I just talk to the Lord every day and give thanks just for what? Waking up. And now I'm going to serve Him in earnest. What? Selfish service, doing the right thing, maintaining what I got to do. That's it. That's it. That's all He asked of us. Trust me. Or the other stuff, no, you're going to do it Him. Okay, moving on. But that's the one. And you pray in the morning when you're waking up, and then upon evening before you go to bed. My dude, it's very few people pray before they eat now. My pastor will not take a morsel of food before he pray on it. To this day. He's been doing that since I've known him. So when you got routine, when you get comfortable doing something, it ain't new to you. Trust me. Once you get used to it, it's a beautiful thing. All right? So let's go with that. That was Heka. Words of power that you speak into existence. That's how God created the world. Ptah said, came into existence. We put the P on it. It's spelled P-T-A-H. But it means self-existent. Okay? Uttering yourself into existence. The physical form. Amen, Ra, Ptah, the last part. What? Us. Now, why one must practice Maya? I love this one. Seeking for what? Balance in your life in all your situations. Right there. That's why one should practice Maya. Why? Because it gets you through anything you got to deal with. As long as you keep balance and perspective, you're fine. It's when we get too much this side or too much that side where the scales ain't balanced. I did keep your balance in your life, okay? So that means you don't go too far this way or too far that way. I did it with my son. I didn't see his balance. I just see him as going down that road. If you get too far that way, I just bump him over this way. If you go too far that way, but I'm always keeping him what? In line. So balance, in line, same thing. But now that I got to understand it, I philosophically put it in a perspective where I can use it, understand it, and even teach it. That's why. But number 12, we just did 10. I jumped number 11 because 11 is about vegetation and vegan diet. That's not my area of expertise. I'm not a nutritionist. I'm not going to tell you what to eat, how to eat, and when to eat. That ain't my thing. So I let that one go. Again, I understand it, but I'm not proficient enough where I can give my advice on something to eat. Nope, that ain't my area. Again, I stay in my lane. Nutrition is not my lane. Vegetation, I'm not a vegan. I eat meat. You don't go to a butcher to get vegetation. Okay, so moving on. Number 12. This is perfect segue. Wake up with the sun. Personally, I wake up before the sun. If Ra is up before I'm up, I'm late. Simple as that. That's just me with nature. Okay, your body gets in tune. It's going to tell you. My body is in tune for getting up, going to sleep early, waking up early. So I'm good with that. When that pattern breaks, I'm not in sync no more. Why? I'm not where I'm comfortable at. That's why. And it makes a big difference. Trust me. All right. When you get the routine, and not worse than breaking the routine, that don't sit well with me. But it says always wake up with the sun, Ra. The body is of earth. That's why it stays here. It ain't going to heaven. Physical body ain't happening. This is its domain right here. So it follows certain physical patterns and laws. Again, my body regulated. When I was young, my body regulated. I just party all, man. I could just go 24, 30, 40, 72 hours. Didn't care for me. I'm rolling. If it's fun, if we got some drugs, let's go. But now my body regulated to I need 6 hours of sleep. So I go to bed 7, 8 o'clock. I could care less about what somebody think or feel. That's what I do. Moving on. Okay, I'm not here to debate, to argue. No, I'm just making a point. That's all. And I use me as the example. Hence, right thinking. Now, you keep in harmony with these to what? Promote health and consistency. I'm a member of my gym. I got 6 years now. I done went through a whole bunch of people at the gym, but the one thing that stays consistent, me. And all of them get to know me at a certain point in time. I'm routine. They know just what I do. They know just how I perform. I don't change. Why? I do what I do. You coming in new, you can get to learn my routine. So you got break them in, so to speak. But you put them in a position to where they know and understand how to deal with you. That's all. You deal with people the way you want to be dealt with, so you give them the benefit of the doubt to give them what you expect from them. You ain't gonna always get it back. Don't let that is your problem. My pastor said, don't let them take you to hell with them. I mean, whatever they do, how they act, that had no bearings on you. You do what you're supposed to do. A lot of us hard to do that. I know. That's why I said it's a practice. It's an acquired, concept once you live it. Number 13, you go to bed with the moon, aka Aset, and it says same as above. Okay, I go to bed with the moonlight, wake up before the sun. The moon's still out when I go up, when I get up. Number 13. This is one that's important, and I've been dying to get to this one because they got a drug called ayahuasca. They got to brew it up, and they mix two things together, and you got to drink it. And they said the high is unbelievable. I'm an acid man. I'm a old school tripping masculine, all that stuff. Okay, Benny. So and out the DMT, thought about that one. Okay, but when they told me you got to regurgitate, I'm done. Why? I don't. If you're throwing it up, that means what? The body don't want it. I know that. When my big brothers had me try to snip that dope, man, I took a hit that. They tell me, oh man, no, I'm not doing this, dog. I'm not doing that. So that's just personal, and it's an indicator. Like I said, I don't do nutrition, meditation, but I know my body. If the body throws it out, that means it ain't good for the body. And watch what Maat tell you. Now, here's it. Do not use drugs or alcohol. Why? This is why. The body is like a machine through which your spirit, the energy that's inside it, your consciousness, flows much like electricity. Through what? Electrical wires circuit your body. And if the wires are damaged, ding, 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 you know anything about electricity, that open wire, that's going to be a problem. Why? That spark is going to jump when it come through there. If ain't a wire containing, it's going to jump. Okay? That's why. And anybody know about that, understand that. Why is this? When the wires are damaged, now the electricity, aka your spirit, cannot flow and operate properly. That's the chakra out of line. That's the flow of your body out of line. Why? Because the desires for happiness, liberation of the spirit manifests as what? A desire of the spirit to now expand beyond the confines of the physical body and even life. Not knowing, watch this, that this feeling can be accomplished. Right there. I'm telling you about how you can expand your consciousness, how you can get spirit and mind connection. Watch this. Through what? You ready? Meditation. Ding, 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 ding. And my teacher, when he explained it to me from a perspective of a guru, I couldn't wait to try DMT. I couldn't wait. Now, I have no use for it. And this is why. You can accomplish these goals in your mind through meditation. And after 10 years, I agree. Now, or not having enough willpower to apply themselves, some people seek to gain that feeling of bliss and freedom. How? You ready? Through drug use. Right there. And drug abuse. Once you get that high, whatever drug it is. I'm using freebasing back in the day. Well, now they call it crack. But back in the day, once you hit that thing, man, oh man. Wow. I done did a lot of drugs. Like I said, I done ran the gamut. I know them all. But that freebase thing, they had to take that off the market. Why? That will ruin your life. I've seen it. I've seen it take people out. Why? That feeling, that state of euphoria, that state, bliss, that feeling, they get it from that. Again, it's all mental. And once you do that, what you want to do? Go back. So you end up abusing it. You become addicted. Again, if your happiness and your pleasures rely on a drug, alcohol, it's not good. That's all I'm saying. I'm 100% in compliance. Why? Being a drug user and been there, I know 100% now. I don't need that nonsense to do what I need to do for myself. Okay? If you need to be high, if you need to be under the influence, you need to check yourself out. There's a drug use causes, you ready? Now, this is the purpose. I ain't a psychiatrist. I ain't none of that nonsense. I'm just telling you the way it is. Drug causes the temporary disconnection of the spirit, aka your consciousness, and the body, but it also causes critical internal damage to what? To the brain and even your nervous system. And further, the drug-induced experience, because you're under the influence of that drug, whatever experience that you have is unpredictable and mostly uncontrollable. You just like it because it feels good, thus causing what? More illusions and more mental agitation, because it's all mental. And once you're under the influence, you done altered your state of reality with what? Drugs and something induced to the body. A drug. So now it's not normal. It's not real. Okay? It's really artificial. So that's what they mean. And watch this. Mental agitation in your mind, and along with what? Physical disobedience. Junkies won't go to the gym. Druggies won't do nothing but drugs. So your body is going to what? A body in motion, stay in motion. A body out of motion will stay out of motion and deteriorate a lot faster. So that's the difference in the flower getting sunlight and water and the flower getting none. That flower getting sunlight and water is growing. The one getting none is shrinking. That's you on drugs. At the best example back in my day, they showed you the egg and the brain. That's your brain on drugs. I remember that. All right. Did it work? Nope. Good analogy, good concept. Just didn't carry over. All right. But the best way, and listen to me, right, thinkers, the best way to achieve true bliss and ecstasy in one is to what? Only way to do this, I'm trying to get it real clear for you, is to train one's own mind. Train one's own mind. Say it again. Train one's own mind to what? To reach those levels of consciousness. That's the purpose of meditation. That's the purpose right there, to train your mind to reach that level through what? Sitting down, meditating, and let it do it naturally. Not induce yourself a bunch of drugs and let the drugs take over. I've seen guys who under, man, I go to another realm. I do too. I just don't need the drug to go there. I can relate to you on another level. You high as all get up, yeah, but I'm just as normal as can be. But we're relating on the same level. Understand that. I do it all the time. Without the drug. Like Sadi Guru said, if you need something to get you blissed out, you ain't getting blissed out. That's artificial. Okay? It's fake. When you can sit, meditate, and go to that quiet place, when I see myself getting excited, getting passionate, or getting a little, I do this. Bring it down. Bring it down. Yeah, that's self-control. That's self-mastery. If somebody can't cool themselves down, they got no control of themselves, you got to leave them alone. Why? They're going to wild out. They're going to wild out, and nothing nobody can do about it. We know them kind of people. And again, if we don't know them kind of people, go to the mirror. That's all I'm saying. Check yourself. In this process of reaching that level of bliss and ecstasy without any drugs, this process may be accomplished. Here you go. It's possible to do through what? Through the process of righteous or virtuous what? Living. And, where we at? Living, and here we go again, that's that word, meditation. You can't get to your higher self without meditating. I don't hear a lot of religious people talking about that, but y'all just call it, I guess, God talking to you down. What? Yeah, but it's when you quiet yourself and you let God talk to you, whatever you call it, it's still meditation. That's communion with your higher self. Have a conversation with yourself. It's okay. Oh, I can't talk to myself. You think I'm crazy. I don't care. Could care less. Been there too. Okay? Now, because why? In this manner, this process may be accomplished at will. I just told you, when you got it, you can control it. And watch this. The process will be integrated in your psychic. I know now how to what? Calm my own self down. If somebody get me riled up, and it used to be easy, I would just wait for some. I just can't wait to unload. I keep a can of whoop ass in my pocket. Okay, that's what I go to the gym for. That's why I'm stacking that can every day. I keep making sure I put some on the cap. Wow, I'm ready. Okay, I'm go ready all the time. See the shoes I wear? Don't get it confused. I like to work out. I like to work up a sweat. It ain't no fun to be in sweat. Moving on. But you integrate it into your psyche. Now it's normal for you. Therefore, you are avoiding what? More mental or physical imbalances behind drug use. The less you depend on the drug to get you where you need to be, the better off you are. If that drink in the morning, that whatever it is that you do to get you where you want to go, crutches. In life, that's what you call it. Put the crutches down and walk on your own. Sober up. Most people can't function in another state, but they think they can. They because that's the best way they can function. Functioning junkies. I live with them. I know about them. OD. So I know all about the drug game. Let that nonsense go. Why? Sober from any drug is the best way to go. Why? Now you're thinking in your own terms. That's why. If you need a drug to think and function, then you need help. And the drug ain't it. Meditation. Get inside yourself. Relax. I got 3 more to go. I see the clock. Let me get this out the way. Now, the next one is cultivate contentment. Well, how can I cultivate contentment? You will be surprised at the number of things that you can do without. I'm fasting right now. My pastor got us on a 30-month fast for the month of April. I'm giving up something that I love. I'm giving something that I love. But if you're gonna make a sacrifice, give up something you love. Not everything, but no, just one thing. Okay? And that's your choice. Why? You know what it is. You take it upon yourself. I love this, my pastor. Why? He give everybody the opportunity to do their thing, their way. He tell you what he did, how he do it. I'm tell you how I do it. But everybody pick and choose what they choose to sacrifice. Okay? And watch this. To make yourself, this necessary. Things that you think you need to, give it up for 30 days. Okay? Muslims just came out of Ramadan, Islamic faith. They fast for 4 weeks. 4 weeks, 28 days. The actual month is the moon cycle. The moon cycle is 28 days. The female menstrual cycle, 28 days. The male purification cycle, 28 days. Did you know that? Well, I know. Shut up. I gave that lesson already. But this is all I'll give an information. I'll call it information that helps enlighten and serve you to better you. That's information. Information that does nothing is useless information. There's a lot of that going on too. We're in the information age, and a lot of it is useless. It's just information that don't do nothing. And watch this. It's necessary. Unnecessary wants and cravings agitate the mind. You just want to cause of them. When I was a kid, we would be taught how to control ourselves. Man, you just want it because you see it. And my parents had a bar. You can tell, I know who the people when they came out. They see that alcohol, they got to have a drink. Early in the morning, they didn't care because it's there. See? So I learned that early in life. Some people are greedy. When you never had much of nothing, you never had your foot of nothing, that's where my come in again. Balance. I was taught that as a kid. Not my but just listen. You go to their house, they ask you, are you hungry? No. Want to eat something? No. Just say no. To this day, I don't eat over people's house. Alright? Those are things that you are what you are who you are. You can't get around it. Moving on. Now, you keep diary. That's something I write my information down. I got stuff written down everywhere. When I leave here, y'all gonna have a whole stack of books and little stuff. Okay. Oh, here, look what yeah, whatever. But yeah, that's to keep that. Why? You stick to a spiritual routine. Right there. You stick to your spiritual routine. Why? Meditation is part of my routine. Just like praying is part of people. Y'all get up, everybody pray. I don't hear too much people meditating. So I'm just saying. And the diary will help you understand yourself better. Who else you need to understand better? Self-mastery meaning knowing every aspect of yourself, even the dark side, or the part that you don't like about yourself. You need to check that out. That's the dark side. Everybody's scared of the dark. All right? Do not show it to those who are not initiated into your teachings. Whatever you're doing, if you're right thinking, they might not be. They might not want to follow your philosophy. So keep it to yourself. Use it till you get it when you're comfortable with it before you share it. That's what they're saying. Okay? Keep your own personal diary. Do not speak too much on your spiritual matters. My mom tells us, come to the house, you can't talk religion and politics. I thought that was crazy, but again, she's right on point. It won't work. Too much debating, and that's what it's going to be. If you're a Christian, I'm a Muslim, it's going to be a debate. It's going to be a debate. Halftime, if you're a Christian, I'm a Christian, they can find something to debate. So I get it. In politics, we ain't going there. All right. But debating causes what? Mental agitation. Anything that don't keep you cool and calm is agitating. How about that? And also, those who are not ready to understand your teachings, they may consider you what? Insane, or, you on that Egyptian stuff. I've been hearing that for the last 20 years. I'm still on it. How about that? But it was cool when I was in that Masonic stuff. I was in the other stuff. I was in the drug stuff. That was all cool. Now I'm in the Egyptian stuff. Oh, something wrong with that. Au contraire, mon frère. All right. Don't speak too much about those concepts. Why? Everybody else think the same way. Speak to those who understand you. That's my right thinkers. Let me wrap this up. I'm almost there. Now, if at all possible, it's one of my favorites. If at all possible, keep daily company and do your daily studying under a spiritual preceptor. They say a guru. That's my favorite. I ain't heard this word in a long time. A swami. In India, as they call them, a monk. But my favorite, sage. Dun, 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 etc. I'm in the game. I'm in the game. I ain't no swami. I ain't no monk. But I'm a sage. All right, let me wrap it up. If this is not possible, what should you do next? You develop the faculty of your daily meditation routine, and you ask for what? Internal assistance. I mean, you don't, no, right? And go inside here. Trust me. And from your own body, there you go, from your own body, which is your spirit, your higher self. That's why the bar at Judgment Day is the falcon with your head on it. If your head is on the bar, that means you're enlightened. If that bar don't have your head on it, if it got the bird, that means it's flying back and going by itself. Why? And you didn't get there. That's why. That's the concept. And watch this. That's what the bar. Or from what? Gods and the spirits, your letters and angels, all those, they call them spiritual guides. But it is their function, what? To help those who ask with what? You ready? Sincerity and honesty. From the heart and being conscious. That's that heart-mind coherence again. Wrapping it up. Number 19. Do work that is in keeping with your personality. This is my job. I look at this as a job. Why? I put a lot of time, energy, effort in to do just this. Why? So I can do what I do for you. That's how it's done. And find a job that suits your personality and your goals and aspirations. I'm working right now. When pursuing a career job, pursue something you love to do. Teaching, studying, learning. So I inquire all that in my daily routine, and you do it well, and what? Enjoy it passionately. I heard somebody say, like when you get mad, OG. No, not mad, just my passion comes out. I appreciate that when it's recognized, but what it really is, just my passion. All right, but in a detached manner. I teach. I give information. Every now and then I get caught up in the passion. So I gotta keep myself detached, okay? Dispassion and detachment is the ways to keep from getting involved in what you're doing, okay? You can do that. Now, by fulfilling one's worldly duties, which I do every day, in a manner that is personally rewarding. I love, when I get done this, I feel so good. Why? Because somebody's gonna get that information, hopefully gonna help somebody out. That's why. Moving on. And other windows to expand your consciousness will now open. Why? Because one will live in a higher vibration. The lower your vibration, the least people you're going to be around. Why? You attract what you are. When your vibration starts to rise, you be around people who vibrate at the same frequency. And always searching what? To be better. Being my best self. I practice every day. Always expanding. Okay, learning. Always growing every day. In intellect and in spirit. Statistics prove, watch this, that the leading cause of death In modern world is job, okay, just above broke. And life dissatisfaction, stressing, which leads to hours of a work in which where more people die of what? Strokes and heart attacks than any other time. Know what time that is? Monday morning, 9 o'clock. Be passionate but be detached. Again, I'm trying to explain that to you. And always what? Be ready to let go and follow your higher calling. Since one's earthly anything you do here is only a means to the end and not the end of them in themselves. This is just fodder. If you do it right, live it right, you'll be done with it. If not, you'll be back. That's the lesson. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll be right back. But right now, I got to go. In closing, right thinkers. May y'all live be 100, me 100 minus a day. So I never let my right thinkers who learn the rules live by my yacht have passed away. I'll be right back.